Hi, everybody. I'm Richard Hum, and I want to take this opportunity to introduce you to ED693, the Alaska Coding Initiative, the course for the semester, and for the year, what our goals are as part of the Alaska Coding Initiative. So let me share my screen with you. You may have noticed that all of our announcements are coming through your .edu email account. And through the Blackboard LMS. Well, I'll use Blackboard simply for sending out emails. Everything else is going to be housed in our Google Classroom here. So I'll start here. I'll open up the introductory slides. And here we are, the Alaska Coding Initiative. So that's what we're all doing here, is we're working on this this idea or project with Apple and UAF and the Department of Education to holy cow. Hi, everybody. I'm Richard Hum, and I want to take this opportunity to introduce you to ED693, the Alaska Coding Initiative, give you a brief overview of the goals of the class and kind of the structure and how it's laid out. So let me share my screen with you. Okay, so here we are, the Alaska Coding Initiative. What is the Alaska Coding Initiative? In the big picture, it's about developing a culture of community engagement around technology use and increasing locally grounded economic opportunities. So basically workforce development in rural communities in Alaska with the support of Apple. But for us, sort of zooming in, what it means this semester and this year is it's an opportunity to develop a coding program in our schools and classrooms. And so that's pretty exciting. The way the class is organized is to support you in developing those programs. So customizing and tailoring Apple's Everyone Can Code curriculum into the needs of your school and your specific context. Okay, so the class is organized around 2 semesters. This first semester is really just about you and learning what you need to do to successfully create a coding program in your school, whether that's a club or a class. The second semester is about implementing those plans. So hopefully in the second semester, the idea is that you'll be working with students. And in this first semester, we'll be working with each other. Okay, so I'm going to talk mostly about this semester here now. There's 3 phases to the semester. The first is defining the challenge. That's roughly 3 weeks long. And then the second is learning the skills. That's about 6 weeks. And then applying the skills, that's about 4 weeks. So this first phase of defining your needs is what we're in now, and I've posted the first activities as well. And so what that's about, is first starting personally, individually with our own learning needs and technology use, then looking programmatically at sort of at the site level of what's going to be required of your program, and then finally kind of putting those 2 together to develop an implementation plan that's achievable for you at your site. Okay, so that's kind of those first 3 weeks. After that, we go into learning the skills, and that's actually learning the coding skills. So we'll spend about 6 weeks doing that. And then applying the skills is about 4 weeks, where we're going to take the combination of the implementation plan that we're creating here in the first 3 weeks with the skills in the next 6 weeks and start getting our actual lesson plans built. Okay, so logistics for this semester. Like I said, Blackboard for announcements. Google Classroom is where most of the content and interaction that we'll have with each other will occur. And that's going to be organized by those phases, or the topics will be organized by those 3 phases. And then at the end of each of those phases, we'll have some I should back up. Most of this is going to be asynchronous. But at the end of each one of those phases, and maybe some in the middle, we'll have whole group synchronous meetings that'll be happenings, I guess. They won't be meetings, they'll be fun. That'll happen with Zoom. We have in this class, myself as the instructor, and then we have 3 TAs who will shortly be introducing themselves. And what will eventually happen as we move through is we'll break up into smaller groups around the four of us, and we'll work a lot in our small groups, and then come together at the each end of the blocks into whole groups. So let's see. I think that's roughly a roundup of the introduction to the course. Maybe I should just remind you here real quick that these slides are on the Google Classroom under course overview, but also the syllabus is in there. You should check out the syllabus and look at the schedule. It has a more detailed outline of what we'll be doing. And then finally, defining the challenge, the first activity for that, the educator portfolio activity, is posted in Google Classroom with a Google Doc that you can download and work directly in, and also a short but rather rough video explaining that activity. All right, so as you'll hear me say a lot, please email me at rehum@alaska.edu if you have any questions. My phone number is on the syllabus. I don't mind being texted at all, and phone calls too, but I might not answer those. Texting is more reliable on that. And so just get a hold of me with any questions you might or concerns that you might have. And I look forward to the semester with you.